Dear UK students, the Turing Scheme. Turing Scheme has replaced the Erasmus Plus program in providing funding for participants in UK universities, colleges and schools to go on international study and work placements around the globe. So we need to understand that this Turing Scheme was replaced by Prime Minister of UK Boris Johnson. So we need to understand this Erasmus scheme, the Erasmus program, which was launched in 1987, and 11 European countries were member of it, including UK. In 1987. Then in 2014, the program became Erasmus Plus and expanded to include apprentices, job seekers, volunteers, sports and staff and youth exchanges. Then Erasmus Plus encompasses 33 countries and even including European 27 member states, and then it expanded to 160 other countries as well. So with EU Brexit referendum, it was decided by then Prime Minister of UK Boris Johnson to save taxpayers' money and start Turing Scheme. Turing Scheme, we need to understand how does the Turing Scheme work. The Turing Scheme funds projects for participants from UK and British overseas territories to undertake study, work, or training placement in another country, known as an outward mobility. Now, outward mobility. Organizations such as schools, colleges, universities apply for funding for the Turing Scheme projects on behalf of participants. So, if this is applied by these institutions, schools, colleges, universities, organizations, and the projects means that they take it to four objectives. Number one, global Britain. Number two, leveling up. Number three, developing key skills. Number four, value for UK taxpayers. So to save taxpayers money. So organizational funding helps cover costs directly linked to the administration and implementation of projects. So wherever funding towards living cost is also available for all projects. Participants on further education, this is the real point to know. Participants on further education, vocational education and training and school projects receiving funding towards their travel cost. Additional financial support is also available to participants from disadvantaged backgrounds. So these are really important words, disadvantaged backgrounds. So for this current academic year, that is 23-24, starting from this September, 619 applications were received and 474 projects approved. So just under 105 millions of funding was awarded for 40,000 participants to undertake placements in more than 160 destinations. So now, this is a really good scheme, and students from UK, schools, colleges, they can get benefit of it. But reaction to the scheme So most of political parties like Labour undermines the government stated commitment to support students. Liberal Democrats, they have also negative approach towards it. So then we need to understand that different other organizations and from the universities, they are asking for budget allocations to be made at least a year in advance. So most of the universities, they couldn't get in timely mannered, timely fashioned way all this. So when we compare Turing Scheme with Erasmus Plus program, so negativities, positivities are always there, but there are a few things. First of all, Turing Scheme is globally, and Erasmus Plus in the beginning it was for Europe, but placements outside Europe were possible. And then scope of the schemes, budget for Turing Scheme is 110 million for this year, whereas from 21 to 27 cycle for Erasmus program is 26 billion, that is euros. Then participant members. So participant members of Turing Scheme is 25,100, whereas for Erasmus Plus 18,700. So financial support, then administration and other stuff. So the devolved administrations, when we talk about Scotland, Welsh government, Scottish government and Northern Ireland, they are also not happy. So they expressed their disappointment. Welsh government launched TAITH, TAITH. They started their own international learning exchange program that is intended to fill the gaps of Turing leaves by providing long-term funding, two-way exchanges and youth work opportunities. Then when we talk about the Scottish government, they are also not happy, and they want to start their own international exchange program. So the Irish government is also working and they have announced £2 million for their own higher education institutions. So although mostly people from England, they are enjoying benefit from this scheme, but overall this scheme is really fantastic for those students who want to enjoy exchange programs. If you have any concern, any question regarding Turing Scheme, you are always more than welcome. Thank you very much.